Blood Kibera. Play. In the depths of Nairobi's Kibera slum, where rusted corrugated iron sheets glint like broken mirrors in the sun, where sewage trenches snake through alleys like scars, and where the scent of sweat, roasted maize, and paraffin lamps clings to the air, an epic tale of betrayal and blood unfolds. At the center stands Japheth, a seasoned political kingpin, eloquent and commanding, but driven by greed and ambition. He rises before the people promising change, dignity, and a share in the nation's bounty. Yet his words are laced with deception. When he shakes hands with the ruling regime, one long condemned for betrayal and broken promises, his people see not triumph but treachery. For the community that bled for justice, his alliance is a knife in the back. The people's response is raw and immediate. Mama Mboga, the outspoken vegetable vendor, tears through Japheth's words with the sharpness of truth, exposing his pact as a butcher's bargain. Baba Chiman, the Boda Boda rider, accuses him of selling their souls for silver. And Mzee Odiambo, the wise elder, mourns aloud that the blood of Kibera has been exchanged for crumbs at the master's table. The crowd, restless and wary, senses danger in Japheth's new allegiance. The danger soon materializes. To secure his hold, Japheth and his newfound allies unleash gangs, young men with machetes, pongas, and iron rods, paid in coins and liquor to silence dissent. These gangs become the long arms of betrayal, stalking the alleys, torching shacks, humiliating vocal critics, and hacking away at any resistance. The slum becomes a stage of intimidation where voices of dissent are drowned in blood. But Kibera is not so easily silenced. Out of the ashes of fear rise new voices. Halima, a widowed mother whose husband was swallowed by earlier political violence, emerges as a defiant leader. Alongside her stands Nyanjiza, an embittered intellectual, disillusioned by politics yet unwilling to abandon his people. Shikuku, a respected elder, adds the weight of memory and wisdom, while Alma, a grieving young woman, embodies the rage of a new generation. Together, they form a chorus of resistance, whispering hope into a community suffocated by betrayal. As Acts 2 and 3 unfold, the gangs tighten their grip, night raids, extortion, disappearances. Japheth becomes more paranoid, clutching at his political gains while losing the very soul of his people. Yet the resistance spreads like fire through dry grass. Secret meetings are held under the cover of darkness, voices echo through the crowded alleys, and courage begins to outgrow fear. Even within the gangs, doubts arise. Sons of Kibera begin to question why they are turned against their own. The climax comes with a wave of open confrontation. Kibera erupts, clashes spill into the streets, markets burn, stones clash against shields, and cries of anguish rise to the skies. Blood stains the mud paths. The slum trembles under the weight of violence. Japheth, once a towering figure, finds himself isolated, his words of justification drowned by the wails of widows and orphans. The very gangs he relied on begin to fragment, some turning their blades away from the people, others consumed by the chaos they created. Act 4 deepens the tragedy. Betrayals multiply, allies are hunted, and even within the resistance there are fractures. Yet through the grief, the voices of Halima, Nyanjiza, Shikuku, and Alma ring clearer. They rally the broken, reminding Kibera that no regime, no gang, and no politician can forever strangle the will of a people. Finally, in Act 5, the bloodletting reaches its height, but also its breaking point. The violence, though brutal, forces a reckoning. Japheth, once proud, collapses under the weight of his choices. Alone and haunted, he sees that the mansion he built was founded on bones, his legacy stained in crimson. The people, led by the surviving voices of resistance, vow never again to be pawns of betrayal. A solemn covenant is made in the ashes. Kibera shall bleed no more. The play closes not with jubilation but with defiant, quiet hope. The scars remain, the wounds still raw, but the people have reclaimed their voice. From the river of blood, a fragile unity rises, glowing like the first light of dawn on Kibera's rooftops. In essence, Blood Kibera is not just a story of one man's betrayal but of an entire community's struggle against manipulation, gangs, and broken promises. It is a dirge for the lives lost, a mirror held to political greed, and a hymn to resilience, the enduring heartbeat of Kibera. About the author. ELEGWAH'S, a polymath of letters whose craft has been honed on the whetstone of pedagogy and the crucible of literature, stands as a titan of contemporary Kenyan fiction. For decades, he has navigated the treacherous currents of social justice and the hallowed landscapes of cultural heritage with a steady hand. His narratives, stitched with the intricate threads of native wisdom and the universal echoes of the human condition, resonate far beyond geographical boundaries. This literary colossus, ELEGWAH'S, will unveil Blood Kibera, play to the world in August 2026, a work poised to take its rightful seat at the global table of contemporary literature. For international media inquiries, review copies, or interview requests, please contact Facebook, ELEGWAH'S, Instagram, ELEGWAH'S, Twitter @ELEGWAH'S, WhatsApp, ELEGWAH'S, YouTube @ELEGWAH'S 137, TikTok @ELEGWAH'S, email oscaravaidi81@gmail.com, telephone receiver +254 724 773 921 +254 762 238 350.